Hello and welcome back to the Sheffield United Simulation Series. Oh, it's going to be a difficult test, but we are taking on Watford away for our first game this season in the Premier League. Can we get the job done with the first team? The new look as we brought in Sacco and also Guendouzi. Will these boys be able to get the job done? Let's find out as we take on Watford. What will the score be? 2-0. What a fantastic start. We get a goal in the 19th minute from Schmidt and also a goal from Tuanzebe in the 59th minute. Two defensive players getting us the win in our first game in the Premier League. That is absolutely a fantastic result for us. A good way to start the Premier League season. And we have a transfer offer here for Robinson. Callum Robinson, 11.7 million. Don't really want to sell him, so I am going to reject that offer. I don't really see the need in selling some of our good first team players. Just makes no sense to me. But as you can see, we are now currently just training our youth players, getting them up to, a very good standard. Young Davies now looks 79 rated left midfielder. Magliore is now a 67 rated. The young Embleton that we brought in, 65 rated. All the young players are getting there, which is fantastic to see. Right. So what's this? Jack Simpson has returned from his injury. That's brilliant news to hear. It's nice to always get players back from injury. But no. Oh, jeez, look. The next game is going to be Saturday the 14th. Second game of the Premier League season. We're taking on Manchester United. It's going to be a very, very tricky game. We have an offer here for free. Oh, that is actually a pretty good offer there. But I don't really want to be selling him if I can help it. I think I will reject that offer. We're now at that stage where we don't have to sell players if we don't want to. We are just kind of sitting on the edge. So we have an offer here for Verips for 5.4 million. He is from the Netherlands and Ajax won him. I think that is a pretty fair offer. I will accept that for Verips. If he can go over to Ajax, they are a brilliant team. That will help him out. We do have Al Habsi that is now getting up there in rating. But we are now taking on Manchester United. The first game was a draw against Liverpool, so hopefully form will be on our side, but on paper, Manchester United are the better team. Can we get the job done? Wow, no we can't. We get a 4-0 thrashing. Sangare also getting sent off in the 53rd minute. And Rashford getting a brace, McTominay and Jones all getting on the score sheet. Bit of a disappointing result, but go against Manchester United. I mean, you're going to expect to at least have a couple of goals scored past you. Okay, so Bennett's now gone up to a 66 rated. I am thinking about taking Davies off of training now and possibly putting somebody else on. But, disappointing result there. But, Manchester City going against Chelsea. That is going to be a very, very tasty game. If only you was able to watch them games. And there we go, confirmation that Verips has been sold. He's gone to Ajax. I do wish him all the best. We sold him for 5.4 million. We get 3.7 of that. Wow, really? Where does that money go? Because we never see it. Right, so it's up a one-match ban. And them They are looking at Antonio. 9 million. 21 rated, 21 years old rather, 73 rated. Let's delegate. I think a little bit more money than that. Let's see if we can get at least 12. Start offer at 15. And, you know, because he is still a pretty young player. You know, we did send him out on loan last season. But we are now taking on Fulham. Will these boys get the job done? Their last 2 games have resulted in 2 losses. They lost to Liverpool 2-1. They 2-0 to West Ham. How will they fare against Sheffield United? It's a 2-2 draw. Johansson getting them the equalising goal in the 84th minute. And look at this. Bogle on the 88th minute getting a knock in that game. Hopefully that injury isn't too serious. It'll be a big stumbling block. Oh, he's out for 2 months. Oh, that's not the news that we need to be hearing right now. That is a big, big blow to the team. So who shall we give a little bit of training to? Centre backs. You know what? Let's give Ampadu some defensive training. Oh dear. Right, here we go. There we are. Sprint speed, ball control, agility and dribbling. No. Let's get your defensive up a little bit more. There we go. Embleton now up to a 66 rated. Magliore is just dwindling a little bit. Might have to try and work on his passing. But yeah, that injury to Bogle really hasn't helped the situation. But we'll send the 2s out against Exeter. It should be a bit of overkill. Hopefully the team has what it takes. Okay, so we asked for too much for Antonio, and I don't think we did personally. You know, I think we need the realism mod for console, because some of the prices for some of the young quality players that you have is just absolutely ridiculous. Right, so here we go, taking on Exeter in the Carabao Cup. Wow, they drew with Stoke. That is a fantastic result for them, but how will the 2s fare? Surely we should have what it takes to defeat Exeter, and we do. Dreshal getting the winning goal in the 87th minute. Wow, leaving it really late there. Bowman getting them a goal, the number 12. And then Thomas getting us the goal, the number 17, and Dreshal 26. The winning goal pretty late in that game. Exeter obviously giving as good as they get in the cup. But now, oh, we go to take on Aston Villa. This is going to be a very stern test. They do have some very, very talented players in their ranks, and not a chance of my selling Henderson. No. And what's this? Who's salty? Davies was disappointed that he couldn't play in that match. You know, squad rotation's important. I need to keep the youngsters happy and try and just rotate the team enough, really. We can't keep just having the players just constantly getting angry because they're not playing every game. So here we go, taking on Aston Villa. This is going to be a crucial test for the players. It really is. Right, so let's see, who can we put in? Okay, so what we'll do is we'll switch O'Connell in, put Twanzebe in at right back. Yes, he can play there. We'll take Bogle out and let's have a look. Who do we put in? They need to be defensive. Bring in Ampadu. Hopefully he can sit on the bench. So there we are. Alright, so a forced change for the first team as we take on Aston Villa. This is going to be a very, very difficult game for us. Their last 3 games has resulted in 1 win against Birmingham City. They won 2-0. They lost 5-0 to Liverpool, an absolute thrashing there. And they lost 3-0 to West Ham. So surely form would say that we are the team that can beat them as well. Can we get the 3 points? No, we can't. Davies getting us the equalising goal in the 59th minute. It seems that we are draw central at the minute. Green getting them a brace and Davies getting us a brace. At least we didn't lose, which is the main thing. I'd rather get the 1 point than lose the 3. So, player chat, what's this? The result wasn't what I wanted, but I'm pleased you decided to play me. Yeah, you inspire others, whatever. Alright, so a loan offer. Why am I going to loan out Jamie Shackleton to Ajax? No, you've already just brought my keeper. What more do you want? Right, so we have players going out on international duty. Henderson for England, Rashard for the Czech Republic, Robinson and Cullen for Ireland. We have McBurney going out for Scotland, Ampadu for Wales, and Palacios for Ecuador. Hopefully, they don't get injured representing their country. Yeah, my fingers are crossed. Okay, so no overall change. And Magliore, I really need to start working on his passing abilities. Hopefully he can get somewhere in possibly the 70s range. I think that would be good for us. Wow, Bournemouth spent 56.85 million. Arsenal spent 71.4, brought in Dolberg and now sold. Wow, they've sold some big players. Tenny, Berghuis, Torreira, Pepe, Lacazette. Aston Villa brought in Junio, they've sold Gilbert, Nias, Wesley and Zaldua. Okay, Brighton have spent 32.8, they brought in Handwerker, Briandelli, Vergara and Aina, and sold White and Trossard. Burnley have brought in Werghurst and sold Peacock Farrell, very good goalkeeper. They've lost there. Chelsea have brought in Cutrone, Odegaard, Dembele and Hummels. Wow. Chelsea spent 159 million. Jeez. And they've sold James, Loftus-Cheek and Willian. Crystal Palace have brought in Mober, Carlson, Van Beek, Nubel and Schlager. Everton have brought in Diallo, Partey and Kluivert, Saltoson, Mina, Gomez, Keenan, Richarlison. Wow, they've lost some very good players. Fulham spent 12.7 million on Rougeau. Not too bad. So, Leicester have sold Tielemans and Bergawa, brought in Tete, Pozo, Bergois and McAllister. I believe that is an Argentine. Liverpool have brought in Caldara and Amain. Sold Van der Berg, Wilson and Duarte. Not bad. Man City have sold Rodri and brought in Arta. So basically a like for like, I would say. Looks like Manchester United have brought in Fornals and Walker, sold Dalot, Shaw, and wow, they sold Pogba. Oh, that's going to be a massive blow for Manchester United. And it looks like Norwich have brought in Kubo and sold Malacia. Sheffield United, we have brought in Embleton and Ampadu and sold Carter. I think a couple of these have gone out on loan. I think Carter and Harrison went out on loan and we sold Verips. Southampton haven't brought anyone in but sold Pedrosa and Cheklavedzi. Tottenham have brought in Hector Bellerin, Upamecano and Matip. Wow. Sold Sanchez and Walker Peters. Okay. And let's have a look. West Ham have brought in Valik, Edwards and Pellegrini. And they've sold Calabria and Fornals. Wow, they made a massive profit on that. Wolves sold Patrick Cutrone and Rui Patricio. Wow, they've sold two big players there. And yeah, Pena, Hogma, Kubas and Lima for Bournemouth. Not too bad. So, as the transfer window looks to close, what deals have we got? Pogba did go to Barcelona from Manchester United. Rodri went to PSG. Arta, we know he went to Manchester City. Messiane's gone to Al-Habsi, is that? Or Al-Shabaab, something like that. Guy has gone to that team. And Brownhill has gone to, is that Getafe? No. Granada? Something like that, I'm not entirely sure. Wow, Wilson went from Hoffenheim to Espanyol. So from England to Germany and now to Spain. That's not bad at all. Right, so we've got a loan offer here from Fiorentina. They are interested in taking Mitchell on a 1-year loan deal. I don't really think he's going to get much action at the minute this season. So I think actually loaning him out to Fiorentina would be a very good move. Keep him happy. Hopefully he gets game time. And yeah, oh, looks like Everton have brought in Firpo. I believe he is from, I'm trying to think, Barcelona, I believe. Right, so we have an offer here for Shackleton. He's 21 years old, 73 rated, is only worth 3.9. I mean, come on, FIFA, you know, so unrealistic. Right, so we have an offer here for Jack Simpson. English players do pretty well in Portugal. If I remember rightly, Eric Dyer came from a Portuguese team. I'm sure he did, and then went from the Portuguese team to Tottenham, I do believe. But as the clock runs down, 3 hours remaining in the transfer window, I believe we have done all of our transfer business. Let's just have a look at how much we got. We have 66 million. Let's have a look in our youth team. Who do we have? Thomas Wazinski, Kazmarek, Phillips. We have some very good talented youngsters here. Might be worth to see if we can just bring a couple in. There we go. So bringing in 2 good little youth players. Let's look at getting them put on the loan list. O's transfer listed. It is a shame, but you know, we have Murphy actually. Green's out on loan. Got O. That's fine. Right, so let's have a look at the players we've just brought in. Petrovsky, can we add you to the loan list? There we go. Let's carry on looking. Baker's loan listed. Mathis is transfer listed. Okay. Actually, I'll remove you from transfer list. I think I will add you to the loan list. Get you out on loan. King. Yeah. Alright, so he's an exciting prospect. 16 years old, 61 overall. That's not too bad. We'll add you to the loan list. Bennett has the potential to be special, so we want to keep him around. And let's have a look. Noak's loan listed. Thomas also the potential to be special. We do have some very, very good players coming through our youth system. He's a very good player, is Cavian. But let's wind down the rest of the transfer window. I don't think we're going to be doing any more business. So as 1 hour rolls down, it looks like Burnley have sold McNeil, brought in Salvio. Not bad at all. Okay, so Lance Mitchell did accept the 1-year loan move to Fiorentina. That is absolutely fantastic. Hopefully they do give him some game time. He is a pretty, high-rated player for his age, so I really do hope that they do give him some very, very good game time. Okay, Cagliari have come in. If we rejected the other offer, we're definitely not going to be accepting yours. It needs to be a bit higher than that. I mean, come on. Such a low rating. It's just absolutely ridiculous. Alright, so we've got a loan offer here for Mathis. We was going to sell him, but then I decided, you know what, 16 years old, 61 rated. That's absolutely brilliant. And look at this, an American team, San Jose Earthquakes, are interested in taking him on loan. So, it goes back to his home country and gets some game time in the MLS, hopefully. So Valladolid do want Antonio. I want a little bit more money than that. I think they're just lowballing us at the moment. I'll put it as that because he is still young. I just can't see him getting any game time. So I think it's just best that he goes out on loan. Alright, let's give young striker Phillips some training. Let's do that one. Make it nice and easy to start off with, just to get his finishing and shot power up. Shouldn't be that difficult for him. He is a striker. Alright, so another hard game. Taking on Arsenal. Jeez. Right, so Frank Mathis has accepted the 1-year loan deal to San Jose Earthquakes. That was for a 1-year deal. And Ethan Bennett did accept a 1-year loan deal for Angers SCO. That's fantastic. Nice to see the youth players are getting out on loan. But how will we do against Arsenal? The last 3 games has resulted in a loss against Liverpool by 2-0. They lost 2-1 to West Ham. And they beat Crystal Palace 2-0. But we did take a doozy from them. How will he fare going against his old team in Arsenal? Oh, very unlucky there. Look at that. They only just managed to get the win. We was winning, and then all of a sudden, we was 2-1 up, and then Saka in the 57th minute got the equalising goal, and then Kasper Dolberg broke the Sheffield United fans' hearts in the 73rd minute. 3-2 against Arsenal. Yeah, you can't be going in the lead and then letting your guard down against a team like Arsenal. You need to be putting your chances away. A very, very disappointing game there. Very disappointing. Look at that Guendouzi against his old team. Right, so we have a transfer offer here for Alexandros Halkias. 18 years old, 60 rated. And a team, AFC Shindia. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. But, we will accept it. Hopefully he does agree terms. And we can get him off the books. The youngster just doesn't really look like he's got what it takes to grow at Sheffield United. So Antonio's talks broke down, no surprise there. But here we go now, taking on Brighton and Hove Albion. Their last 3 games, really, they've not done too bad. They took on Liverpool and only lost by 1-0, so defensively very sound against them. They went against West Ham and lost 2-1. They did put up a pretty good fight. Not too bad. And they did beat Leeds by 2-1. So you would suggest that form is on Brighton's side. But can we dampen the days? Yes, we can. McBurney getting a brace and then Davies getting on the score sheet as well. But Cavian did get an injury in that game. Hopefully it really isn't bad. Oh, and another 2-month injury. Frank Cavian now out for 2 months. That's definitely not what we want just before a cup game against Southampton. That's definitely put a dampener on the spirits. Look at this. Bennett now up to a 67. Embleton now up to a 67. I mean, the boys are going up pretty well. But Southampton next in the 3rd round. Oh my, how will the boys do? I mean, just getting plagued by injuries at the minute. It did bring Mounier on in his place. Can we get the win? Yes, we do. We get the winning goal by Robinson in the 87th minute. We scored in the 24th minute with Davies, then Redmond in the 83rd minute, leaving it late to get the equaliser. Then Robinson in the 87th minute, managing to get Sheffield United the winning goal against Southampton. Even though we have 2 big injuries to 2 first-team players, we still managed to get the win. Right, so here it is. Confirmation that Halkias has been sold for 490,000. 325,000 of that will be allocated to our transfer budget. That's absolutely brilliant. So at the minute, as it stands, we currently sit in 12th position. They're now taking on Southampton again. Their last 3 games, wow, 3 losses. They lost against us 2-1. They lost against Liverpool 2-0. And they got thrashed by West Ham 3-1. Can we do the same again over Southampton? We beat them in the cup now. Let's do it in the league. No, we don't. They score in the 56th minute with Valerie. And look at this. Another injury to a big first-team player, the number 7, Davies. Oh, we're just getting a plague of injuries right now. Oh, it's only 3 days. Oh, I'm so thankful. I really am thankful that it just wasn't too long. Alright, so Magliore, let's switch up your training. Let's get you on a little bit of short passing so you can pass the ball out the box. Phillips has now gone up to a 58 rated striker. That's actually really good. Be nice to get him up there. Alright, so this is going to be the last game of the episode. It's going to be a tricky test as we take on Chelsea. You know this one's definitely going to be one of those difficult games. So here we go. Look at who's going out on international duty. Palacios for Ecuador. Tuanzebe, Henderson and young Mason Davies being called up for England. That's going to be a fantastic one for him. Josh Cullen for Ireland and Jacob Markovic for the Czech Republic. So let's have a quick look how the youth players are getting on. Kasper Kazmarek still looking pretty good. 56 overall, 81 to 87. Connor Clark there looking very, very good. 55 overall at 15 years old, 89 to 94 potential. Definitely a player to watch in the future. That's absolutely fantastic. But now let's look ahead as we take on Chelsea. I wonder how we'll do their last 3 games. Wow. Seriously? Chelsea lost their last 3 games. They lost 3-2 to Porto. Then they lost 6-0. An absolute thrashing from Liverpool there. And then they went against Liverpool again and got absolutely thrashed again. 3-0. So form hopefully would suggest it's on our side. But Chelsea are a very strong team. Wow, they had Catrone, Pulisic, Dembele, Pasilac, Kante, Bernat, Hummels, Rugani. They had some very, very strong players on the pitch. And we beat Chelsea 2-0. Form is just not on their side right now. Robinson getting a brace. And we managed to get a 2-0 win against Chelsea. That is a massive, massive 3 points for us that has pushed us up the table. It's absolutely fantastic. The fans will be in uproar after that game. It now sees us sat in 10th position. So after 8 games played, we've won 3, drew 2, lost 3. We've scored 13 and had 12 goals against us. That isn't too bad. So who's sitting at the top of the table? Liverpool, 1-7, drew 1, lost none. Manchester United in second, 1-6, drew 2, lost none. And West Ham, wow, West Ham haven't lost any either. Wow. Absolutely fantastic. So West Ham are flying high after just 8 games. Who's currently sitting at the bottom of the table? We have Aston Villa in 20th. Lost 7, drew 1. Brighton in 19th. They have lost 7 and won 1. Then Bournemouth in 18th. Have lost 6, drew 1 and won 1. Wow, it really is not looking good for Aston Villa. Sat down the bottom there on 1 point. But who are the shocks? Arsenal there, sat in 13th position. Really unlucky there. And Chelsea sat in 8th position on 13 points. They've only had 4 wins. Wow, that is astounding there. And they've drew 1 and lost 3. They've lost the same amount of games as we have. It is very, very, very unlucky there. But yeah, that's going to be the end of this episode. If you did enjoy it, as always, hit that like, hit that subscribe, and if you can think of any players that we can look to bring into this team, or if you think one of these players need to be sold, leave it in the comment section down below, and we'll do it in a future episode. Till then, I'll see you all very, very soon on this, the Sheffield United Simulation Series.